10. Missile Knoxville's home up. We finally came up with an import. After 12 pre-recorded videos, we finally came up with a name for it and the logo. Pre-recorded as well. We're checking out top 8 scary ghost videos that are unexplainably unsettling. So let's go ahead and get into this. I also seen Nuke's top 5 up another video. We might react to that. And doing this for the one they explore whole month. But yeah, let's go into this. Jeez, that's wild.
Welcome to Fearsome Top 5. Get comfortable as we take a look at 8 scary ghost videos. Number 1. This video was sent to me by a viewer named Amanda Knight, who reached out to me with a chilling story. In her email, Amanda explained that she lives in a 105-year-old house that she knows for a fact is haunted. Over the years, she's heard disembodied voices, watched objects move on their own, and even felt the unsettling touch of something she couldn't see. Knowing the activity was real, she decided to set up multiple cameras around her home, and it didn't take long before one of them caught something strange.
I move out footsteps.
Around 6 a.m. while Amanda was still asleep, her camera picked up an unsettling voice. The words are difficult to make out, but what's clear is that it sounds like a woman calling out from somewhere inside the house. And the activity didn't stop there. One night, as Amanda stood on the porch with her boyfriend, one of the outdoor cameras captured something truly terrifying. As Amanda's boyfriend sat on the arm of a chair, an unseen force seemed to touch his lower back. The bottom of his shirt suddenly moved as if an unseen hand pressed against it. He immediately jumped up, fully convinced that someone had touched him, but it was only the two of them on the porch. So who or what was getting handsy with Amanda's boyfriend? Number 2. A TikTok user named Heidi Johnson has countless videos from her security camera uploaded to her account, but one of these videos in particular caught my attention. On a warm night in August, Heidi was asleep in bed with her husband, and around 4 a.m., the camera in her room caught something downright unsettling.
4 a.m. The fuck is that?
While they slept, a light outside their room suddenly switched off. Then just moments later, a dark figure moved past, casting a chilling shadow along the wall. The sight was deeply unsettling, especially since no one else was awake at the time. When Heidi reviewed the footage, she was left frozen with goosebumps, now left to wonder who or what was walking through her home in the middle of the night. Number 3. Jorge Cruz is the man behind the Magical Poltergeist TikTok page, where he's been carefully documenting the unusual events occurring in his family's home. Jorge, along with his wife and kids, have been relentlessly tormented by an unseen force for the last few years. Despite their attempts to rid this presence from their home, nothing has worked, and the cameras they've set up continue to catch unexplainable things.
My God. Am I fucking tripping? I just see a fucking shadow of the handfuls. Like a white fog. I'm looking on. I don't see nothing strange. Never mind.
No.
It might be fake, cause since you walk over though, it This looks kind of, I ain't gonna lie. Because I'll put a force in food, so it takes some.
While
Like
Jorge's
a little
wife
bit
was
of
burning
force.
sage in an attempt to cleanse their home, she was startled when the refrigerator door behind her suddenly swung open. The door
And
appeared to
I'm
move with
seeing line.
force, as if pulled by an unseen hand. She quickly left the
And the
room,
fact
but
that
the
it shuts
refrigerator
by itself
continued to
as well.
open and close on its own. Many believe the strange activity would end if
That's
Jorge
it.
and his family just left the house behind. So they did. But soon after
I
moving,
would
one of
too.
the cameras in their new home recorded something chilling.
It fought on me. Anyways, I'll explain that. If it was string, it couldn't close. It fucking followed them. Oh my god, turn on the oven as well. So I get confused. You want to cook something? Cook something. It's something. Could waste my. Well, my eyes telling me. Oh my god. You saw a black shadow on. Do this again. What the fuck?
Just like in the old house, the refrigerator door began to swing open and shut on its own. But this time, every burner on the stove suddenly ignited, making it clear
Hey,
that
that was
whatever's
fake.
happening here
And they
isn't
did
just
really good fucking
unsettling, it could be
editing.
dangerous. And then
Something
came the
else.
most chilling part.
Which means,
Throughout the
well,
footage, several shadowy
not
figures
fact.
can be seen drifting
What's going on
through
with
the
Joel?
room, and these faint silhouettes seem to move objects as they pass by. When Jorge reviewed the video, he was left stunned, realizing just how severe this haunting had become. Number 4. On a YouTube channel called Ghost Tech Paranormal, investigators Jeff and Phil set out to investigate the spine-chilling activity in a home that's said to be haunted. A man named Kevin Butcher was born in June of 1941. He was an only child with 2 loving parents who ended up buying him this house in the late 1960s. Kevin eventually married a woman named Barbara, but things soon went sour, as she ended up leaving him and taking all his money. This left Kevin in a very dark place, as this heartbreak caused him to fall into a deep depression. From this point on, he was rarely seen by family and friends, and in 2013, he was unfortunately found dead in his home by neighbors. A couple named Jackie and Clive currently live in this house, and since they moved in, the unsettling things they've experienced have left them shaken and speechless. According to this couple, an intense feeling of unease seems to linger in every room. Jackie and Clive have heard footsteps walking up and down the stairs, and Clive is often woken up by the overwhelming presence of something dark in their room, leaving him too frightened to move, as he doesn't want to let it know that he's aware of its presence. With static cameras set up throughout the house, Jeff and Phil began their investigation.
Can you tell us why you stopped us from coming the first time?
First time?
Quite a few people hurt themselves. Can you tell us why you did that?
Movement behind me coming from the kitchen.
Yeah, I heard that.
I already know.
As Phil and I are on the ground floor hallway, we hear movement come from behind us in the kitchen area. Here is the audio enhanced.
Now
Movement behind me coming from the kitchen.
Yeah, I heard that.
Right off the bat, the sound of something moving was heard by both investigators. The two then made their way upstairs, where these eerie sounds continued.
Let me introduce myself. I'm Jeff. And the gentleman there holding that camera, I'm sure you've seen one of those before.
The Bob.
That's Phil.
Oh. Imagine.
Movement in that room.
Mm-hmm.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
I know it.
So now we've introduced ourselves. And you've started to communicate with us. Can you draw the energy from somewhere so you can speak to us?
I hear a voice in the background when he stops talking.
I can hear you moving in front of me.
Maybe I'm just hallucinating. Yeah, that's not me.
We both hear something moving inside the room where our motion detector activated, and it is captured on our audio.
Can you draw the energy from somewhere so you can speak to us? I can hear you moving in front of me.
A clear voice saying help is heard as I ask the spirit of Kevin to join us downstairs. Here is the audio taken from my digital recorder.
But don't be afraid of us or anything like that. Okay? But don't be afraid of us or anything like that.
I'm not afraid.
Okay?
This ghostly voice called out from within the static saying help. After heading back downstairs, Phil took over the EVP session, but what happened next is downright terrifying.
And you're going to need to try and communicate with us somehow, Kevin, because otherwise I'm just going to ask questions and I won't know whether I'm, you know, communicating with you and you're happy, or whether I'm, you know, annoying you, which I don't want to do.
Movement on the stairs.
Okay.
I hear movement coming from the stairs, and our static cam in the lounge, which is filming that area, has captured what we believe to be the best footage of a spirit forming and then moving into a solid wall. First, we will show the footage from our static cam in the lounge area. If you look at the top of the stairs, you will see a figure fall. We know that it's not contamination from the outside, as we have blacked out every window in the house. Watch as it slowly appears here behind the struts of the staircase. The figure is black and solid, and as I say to Phil that there is movement on the stairs, you can see my IR lights as I turn the camera towards that area. And as Phil and I make our way to the stairs, the figure then steps back into the wall and disappears.
Oh. See, I know. I'm like, well,
The sound of movement on the stairs caught Jeff's attention, and later on, when reviewing the footage from the static camera facing the stairs, they couldn't believe what they caught. A dark figure slowly manifested into view on the staircase. This hair-raising figure stood incredibly still, not moving an inch for almost a minute. But as the guys headed that way, the light on Jeff's camera sent this apparition running. This dark silhouette quickly stepped back, going completely out of view. If we enhance the footage, we're left with no doubt that someone or something was standing on those stairs. But with Jeff and Phil being the only two people in the house, how exactly can this be explained? As the night went on, several other EVPs were caught, and strange sounds continued to echo throughout the house. But what Jeff would soon experience would send him reeling back in fear.
At this point in the investigation, we decide to take a break, which we have done on several occasions throughout the night. The light switch to turn on the kitchen light is behind an unused door in the hallway. The door opens only about 6 inches, so the switch can be reached. On the other side of the door is a cupboard, which stops the door from opening fully. As I open the door to reach the switch, I see and touch a hand which is covering the switch. It is solid and pale grey in colour. As I touch it and see it at the same time, I jerk backwards, pulling my arm and shoulder.
What? What was it? What happened? You okay? Go on. You alright?
Yeah, I'm alright.
What happened?
Fucking hand on the door.
You saw a hand on the door?
No.
Of the other side?
I fucking hurt my arm as well. I yanked my arm. I pulled my arm back right back. It scared me for a second. I reached for the light switch
Yeah.
and there was already a hand there. There was a fucking hand there.
As Jeff reached for the light, a pale gray hand was already on the switch. He claims to have not only seen, but also touched this ghostly hand. Unfortunately, this hand wasn't caught on camera, but from his reaction, what he saw seems all too real. Number 5. A woman named Kathy and her family can't seem to get away from a dark presence in their home. With cameras scattered around the house, they often catch chilling moments that otherwise would have gone unnoticed. But one day, while Kathy's husband Jamie was in the basement, he witnessed something that left him shaken.
Basement. It's a basement. What those? That could be fake, but again, you got a fucking doll, and behind it is a cross. The doll in the cave, and the box, a cross. How is that even possible? So you only did 4, and then that. Maybe it's not fake. With it a while coming. What?
A chair with 2 of Kathy's dolls sitting on it suddenly leaned back, seeming to defy gravity as it balanced on just the 2 back legs. When Jamie walked back into the room, he immediately noticed and attempted to debunk it. Despite moving around the chair, it held its position, eerily balanced in place, when suddenly it dropped. The chair crashed back down to the floor, sending Jamie sprinting to get as far away as possible. Number 6. Mrs. Tennyson is a caregiver from Oklahoma that works with the elderly. While working with one of her clients, she began to notice strange things happening around the elderly woman. This woman would talk in her sleep as if she was having full conversations with someone in the room. Even creepier, Mrs. Tennyson started hearing strange noises coming from her room at night. Concerned, she decided to keep an eye on the bedroom security camera, and late into a shift with her eyes locked on the camera, she spotted something deeply unsettling.
Every night I'm at work,
oh my god, Mom, again chills. I got goosebumps.
But you gotta watch this video, y'all. You see that move under the bed? Like I know for a fact this goes to my client's house. I be seeing, you see it keep moving like right there under the bed? It's moving back and forth.
Oh, I see it now,
You see it?
Can we what about? I gotta talk about a tornado
It's
in the back.
ghost in my client's house. Look under her bed.
I'm looking, lady.
It'll come out and go back.
Let's call get
And
the
she in bed
police.
asleep. She ain't moved an ounce.
Holy water the whole bedroom.
But do you see how it keep coming out, going back in? This is no joke.
I'm sorry, this is the news in the background.
Inside of the bed, something
I
can be
can't take
seen
serious
moving
one.
back and forth. Whatever this is would dart under the bed, then soon reappear. Viewers were quick to comment that this could be the ghost of a pet or possibly a loved one. Well, this woman's husband did pass away, so could this be a spirit stopping by to watch over his sleeping wife? You decide. Number 7. For the past few years, a man named Tristan has been tormented by something he can't explain. Whatever this force is, it refuses to leave his home. Strange noises in the dead of night, objects moving on their own, and chilling shadows caught on camera have all become part of his daily life. Tristan turned to TikTok to document his encounters, sharing the unnerving presence that stalks him. But no matter how many times he tries to ignore it or drive it away, the activity always comes back.
That's a creepy ass hallway for 1. For 2. With that big of a room? You need to on that big old. I mean, what's the ocean? I must switch. God, I'm waiting for it now. I get jump
Tristan
scale.
reluctantly went to investigate the strange noises he was hearing, but when he witnessed his chair move on its own, his heart skipped a beat. No one was touching this chair, so how in the hell did it move? He stared on in disbelief until he eventually heard 3 ominous knocks. He chose to ignore them and kept his focus on the chair, but all the activity seemed to stop completely. Tristan is very open to suggestions on what he should try next to get rid of this presence. So if you have any ideas, feel free to comment them below. Number 8.
Oh, we want
A Reddit user who goes by Protomancer turned to the WTF subreddit with a bizarre video he couldn't explain. After receiving a motion notification from his outdoor camera, he decided to check the footage. But what he saw left him completely unsettled.
Give me some, come on, come on, come on. What the fuck is that? It looks like a human, but at the same time it doesn't. What the hell is that?
At first, he noticed something lying in the grass, moving ever so slightly. But then it became clear this wasn't just an object, it was a person. While on all fours, they crawled through the yard. But this movement was strange, almost as if they were slithering. Despite this video being posted more than 4 years ago, Protomancer is still wondering what this person is up to.
I don't know, skim off or so quick,
Make sure to follow me on Instagram to hear more from your boy. As always, if you enjoy these creepy videos, then make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to see more videos like this.
Yeah, go do that. Go subscribe and check out those videos. The rest is about control. Outro. But yeah, this one that was okay. half of them look fake, half of them look real. Does that. But yeah, this one was pretty interesting. I ain't gonna lie. Make sure to subscribe button, hit that like button. Links in the description for the original video as well, and go subscribe to them. And for this video, go for the newest video or the oldest video. Always send. Go in the comments and say, "Got to the boys person also send me to subscribe and support your channel." Hey, but anyways, make sure to subscribe button. Once again, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Let's get this video. I haven't done this before, so we're gonna start doing this. Let's get this video to 15 likes. I'm not that big yet. I'm not asking for it. Let's get this video to 1,000 likes. Let's get this video to 500 likes. I'm not like that. If we get this video to 15 likes, those 15 people that like this video will be getting a shout out into the like next video for like a tribal and all that. But yeah, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and I'll see you guys the next time. Peace.